Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Tony. What are you doing over there?
Wasn't tight enough. I'm John.
I'm Chris.
And this is the Game Misconduct Podcast, episode number 51, full of fun moments and Johnny adjusting his microphone. How are you doing today, sir? Did you bring that cup from home?
No, I brought it from your house
I
downstairs.
have. That's my cup?
Yeah.
I've never seen that thing before in my life.
Yeah.
Where'd you find it?
It was in your cup drawer.
No way. That's awesome.
You got another one, too.
Bro, what color? Was it the same color?
It was.
No, it must have been one of Liz's. Like from. I've never seen that. Well, there you go. It's nice and red. But yeah, hey, we got Chris in the house today. What's going on, buddy?
What's up,
Good
everybody?
to have you
I'm
back in
back.
town.
I'm back.
He's back, and he's ready to talk about John news
Ooh.
and some top 10 stuff,
Mm.
and then
Ooh.
a
What else?
third topic brought to you by yours truly.
Ooh, what else?
That's about it.
Oh, okay.
Then we'll leave.
Oh.
Go downstairs and play Destiny. And then John's got to go, unfortunately, or else he'd play Destiny with us too.
Birthday party.
Birthday party. Okay, what do you got for us this week, Johnny? It's that John news time. I'm excited.
Talk to
I have
me.
not been in the loop this week.
Talk to me.
Well, that's okay. Because I'll put you in the loop.
Loop me, baby.
All right. Blizzard has announced that they will not have any Diablo-related things at BlizzCon this year, and that's Diablo-related in the form of new announcements.
Okay.
They did say that they are going to have Diablo 3 there, but anything after Diablo 3, so like next Diablo, they're not sure about. They did say this year we wanted to give you a heads up that while Diablo will be on the show floor, we will not be making any announcements. There will be a time for that at some point in the future, but today's not that time.
Oh. Now, they did just do the Necromancer DLC. That was what they showed off last year.
Man, Danny
Yeah.
actually told me about that yesterday while we were playing.
Did you not know
I
about
didn't
it?
even realize it, which is embarrassing because I have many hundreds of hours dumped into
Oh.
Diablo.
Do you want to jump back in it? Is that reason enough to, or is Destiny
well,
better
no,
for
It
you?
was the same kind of deal where you had a group. We had a group and we would run
Yeah.
Diablo. And then back before they kind of turned it into a loot party, back when it was like, I don't even know, man. It was trying times, man.
What was that? That game
was
came out in
hard
2013? Or 12 or
12?
11?
I think it came out 2012, but
On
Yeah.
the PC first, and then
It
13
didn't-
was the
13
console
or
release.
14, I think.
Yeah, because I played on the PS3 first.
And then Reaper of Souls.
Reaper of Souls, which
Yeah.
was not that much. It was-
Malfail.
No, but it was.
Who do
still
we
fun.
have? Who do we have left to kill?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the lore in Diablo.
Don't know. There's probably somebody else
They
that
just
make
look
up.
nasty, and I like to kill them.
Yeah. It's a fun game.
Very.
But BlizzCon is November 3rd through the 4th, which is also Extra Life. By the way, we're doing Extra Life.
Hey, plug it. Yeah, we will be here on YouTube, not doing the Twitch stream. We're going to come back to YouTube this year again. We're going to have some fun stretch goals. So come on by if you want to donate to a good cause and see some stupid stuff happen to us, because I'm sure a lot of stupid stuff will happen to us.
Yep.
We haven't figured that out yet. We
Nope.
got to figure that out.
But
It's
we
coming.
will.
It's coming.
Anyway,
YouTube.com/GameMisconduct.
just throwing a plug out there.
Good one. I keep forgetting to do that, so.
I actually just saw that, and I have a parentheses Extra Life in all caps.
Love it.
So, Avalanche Studios has begun hiring for a project designed for both current gen and next gen platforms, proclaimed as the studio's next open world sandbox multiplayer engine. No other things have been announced. The Just Cause developer may simply just be working to update their engine, or who knows? Maybe
Next
something
gen,
else.
really?
I guess next gen is the
Is that like the Xbox One X, or are they
4K
literally like, the 4K environment?
4K environment. I guess.
Speaking of the Xbox One X, where are they going to go from there with their naming scheme?
Why?
XX,
Xbox 2X.
but you have to
Two
skip. You have
times
to skip
the
the 3X.
4K.
though.
3X? You can't do 3X? Triple X?
No, you
Triple
have
X Vin Diesel edition.
Vin- the Vin
You press the button. Ejection.
Just the Vin Diesel box.
Yep.
That would be awesome. Avalanche Studios, have they done anything other than Just Cause that we need to know about?
They did a game called
Max.
Mad Max. Yep.
Oh, they did a Mad Men?
Oh, what was that one? It's like a hunter series. You're like a hunter in the woods, and you shoot things. I don't know. Nobody really
Yeah.
plays it. Just Cause and
Yeah, they secured the name and copyright for like a couple more Just Causes too. So I mean, those games are fun, and they definitely test your hardware. I feel with the amount of explosions and stupid stuff you can do.
I'd like to play them. I just don't have time.
I have 3. I just haven't finished it.
I'm just waiting for Unreal 4 to just kind of get out there.
Yeah.
Everybody start using it.
Because it's incredible, the stuff that people can do with that. Man.
Yeah. There's some creepy stuff in there. Just like people's eyeballs.
Like, we're actually rendered in Unreal 4 right now.
That's what we
This
do
is
every
Unreal
weekend.
4.
Yep. It's a lot of work. I think it'd be easier if we used real cameras, but...
The Chinese Room. That is the developer behind...
Say that again?
What?
The Chinese Room.
Okay.
That is the developer behind Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Okay.
I never played it, but
I started it. I never
heard good things
finished
about it. They have temporarily ceased development and laid off the majority of their staff.
God, things aren't good over there.
Sad
Everybody went to the
panda.
Rapture.
Yep.
Are they based in China?
I don't think so.
Chinese room. That's
Well,
random to put that in.
Then
The company's website's blog post by co-founder Dan Pitchbeck states a situation between financial pressures, trying to keep the lights on for the employed team, the stress of in development, health issues just wasn't a tenable thing anymore. It was time to take a break, recharge, recover, and have a good think about the future. So we let our team go. Layoffs are never pleasant, particularly when you're all trying to wrap up a game. So only Pitchbeck, other co-founder Jessica Curry, and designer Andrew Crawshaw will remain. For right now, they do plan on releasing 3 more games. They have a VR title called So Let Us Melt, a game called Little Orpheus, and a horror game called The 13th Interior. So, small studio.
Shutting down
The ways of, I don't know, video game marketing, capitalism. It's taking a toll on them.
That sucks. That's unfortunate. Because a lot of people like that game.
I've never played it, but I've heard great things about it.
it's weird. I mean, because with like Steam Greenlight and whatever else is on console these days, it's really easy for like a small indie to kind of get a following and make a dent, but it's like there's almost that is its own area, and then you got all these AAA titles. There's nothing.
I think it's kind of hard to
It's hard
top
to be
it,
in the
too.
middle.
Yeah.
Like,
You
if
know
you
what I
can
mean?
have that indie hit, and then it's like, you probably want to do that next greatest thing, and you want to recreate that magic, and it probably just never comes through.
Yeah, I mean, like either that or you just have to be lucky and hope your game goes viral. Looking at you,
That.
Blue Hole.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Johnny, what else you got?
Moving on. Ukulele is out for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, but it's probably not going to come out in the Switch for a bit.
Oh, yeah, because they originally announced it was supposed to.
Yep. They said Ukulele doesn't have a release date for the Switch due to engine issues. On Kickstarter, Playtonic stated the game is nearly there, but there are tech issues delaying the launch date. We've encountered some final technical hurdles and have been waiting on the arrival of Unity 5.6 in order to fix them.
Let's talk about this. How can Ukulele not run on the Switch, but Doom can?
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
And I after we talked about that, was that last week?
Mm-hmm.
I went and read a preview of somebody that played it, and they said it actually plays really well. But they did play it in handheld mode, so they didn't see what it looks like on a big screen.
Yeah.
And in handheld, it's 720p, so that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's what it outputs to on the screen.
Could be.
That is kind of a meme in the PC community. Is just like, will Doom run on XYZ? Like your microwave screen or your cell phone, or there was even one guy I saw. There are keyboards out there with like a 48 pixel tall display
God,
or whatever.
really?
And they're like, will Doom run on that? And it totally does.
Is it just that engine is so good, or what?
No, it's just kind of a meme, and the internet takes it.
It's a great
as
looking
far
game,
as
though.
You know how it is, man. Something gets on your internet, and people take it as far as it will go.
Yep.
People play that game at like 120 frames per second on those crazy rigs.
Oh yeah, the Vulkan is the new API. So like instead of OpenGL, Vulkan was the new kind of thing that they implemented, and apparently AMD's hardware is a little better, forward thinking as far as what they call parallel computing to take advantage of that. But we shall see. Lots of stuff, lots of interesting stuff in the computer world right now. But anyway, what else you got, Johnny?
Yep. This is kind of tailing off on our game section. I just have it in all caps here. Battlefront 2
Oh, baby.
BF2 takes
Yep.
on New Meaning.
We talked about it last week, but they showed a trailer this week.
It was good.
And it had John Boyega in it.
Boyega.
Show enough.
He gave us some details of the game, different things from planets, classes, and modes. The game will feature 3 prequel maps, Camino, Kashyyyk, and Theed. 5 from the original trilogies, Death Star 2, Endor, Mos Eisley, Yavin 4, and Hoth, along with 3, I would call them sequel maps, Starkiller Base, Jakku, and Takodana. Modes include Strike, which is 2 8-player teams competing in objective-based missions. Starfighter Assault, players assume control of hero ships, fighters, bombers, and interceptors as the teams engage in multi-stage objective-based space battles.
Play the objective.
Heroes versus Villain returns, as well as an arcade mode for couch co-op or single player, and then Galactic Assault, which we talked about last week, which is most likely their operations mode.
Yep. Which will be really fun.
I'm excited just hearing you talk about it, John.
Yep.
It does look good.
It comes out November 17th. It's a week after Xbox One X comes out.
You better be in that 4K upgrade.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
And the beta is actually this week.
Oh, no way.
Open beta for people that have not pre-ordered the game is from Friday the 6th to the 9th. If you have pre-ordered the game, you get it the 4th, which is Wednesday.
I'm going to have to pre-order it.
So you'll be able to play it. They did say that the game does come out on November 17th, but also if you've ordered the there's a standard version, there's the deluxe version. If you pre-order the deluxe version, you get the game like on Tuesday instead of Friday.
Oh,
On
okay.
a Tuesday.
Interesting.
So I guess I don't know how that works. I guess you just go get your physical copy that day on Tuesday.
Maybe they just give you a digital one ahead of time.
Yeah, I don't know. They'd have to send you a promo code or something. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how they're gonna do that, but I'll be playing it.
That or they ship it to you early.
Be playing it on the
They might ship it
14th.
to you early. I know they did that with
Logistics.
Forza.
Yeah.
Forza! Speaking
Yeah,
of which,
it took that trailer to get me hyped for that game because I didn't really like that.
I would also
E3
just like to point
showcase.
out that we got
Yeah.
news from John Boyega on the John News.
Hey,
So special correspondent.
I actually
John
tweeted,
Squared.
John
actually
Squared.
tweeted at John Boyega
Did you?
after that video. I tagged
You're
him.
like, my name's John too.
I was like, please, can I play this with you? I didn't get a response. I was
Damn it,
hoping I would.
John.
Oh man,
John's are supposed to have each other's backs.
Trying to get John Boyega on the show.
That'd be dope.
you
He's
don't
awesome.
see because I have rapport with all the Chris's.
Do you?
Yeah, Pratt, Pine, Evans, and
Cristiano Ronaldo.
oh dear.
There's no Tonys. No.
I actually played I got the FIFA trial out for you know, you got the EA Access trial. They've added Ronaldo in the story mode, and he just comes
really?
up and he's like, "Great game, you did good." I just think it's cool that they do stuff like
Also, I
that.
don't want to leave out Chris Hemsworth, who's the fourth Chris at the pantheon of Hollywood Chris's.
Pratt Pine.
Yep, Pratt, Pine,
Hemsworth.
Evans, and
And
Hemsworth.
Evans. Interesting.
I can't think of any other ones.
I'm sure there are a lot more Chris's. It's
There
a
are.
common name.
There are.
Yeah, believe me.
But that pretty much rounds up our game section.
Okay.
We couldn't really talk about it, I think, the last podcast because somebody hadn't seen it yet. But we're going to talk about it now because we've all seen this movie. They have confirmed It Chapter 2 has a release date of
I'm so
September
excited.
the 6th, 2019.
2019.
That was one of those movies that really grew on me really quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
After I started thinking about it more, and like, there's a lot of really fun videos on the internet. I don't know if you look at like,
Oh,
the
yes.
lore.
Pennywise is a meme now too.
Oh yeah, like
His dance.
Yeah, his dance.
the dance,
And then
the
the-
waving hand.
The waving hand with the Forrest Gump wave after.
Big
Yeah.
fan of that movie. Actually, to tell you the truth, it's probably one of my favorite of the years. Like, I think it was because I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. I was excited about it, but it was such a pleasant surprise.
It was so nice because I didn't catch any of the hype. I didn't
Oh,
see
yeah.
any trailers or nothing. Like they literally just said, "Hey, we're going," and I was like, "All right, let's go." And I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was a great movie.
It just kind of, it came right after Dark Tower, and Dark Tower reviews were like, this is bad. And we were like, wow, it's probably going to be pretty bad.
Well, that's what that's how it goes with Stephen King movies, But it'll give me time to read the book too before the sequel comes out. The other news, I thought, you might actually be about to say this, but it crossed $500 million worldwide.
Yes, it did.
So
That's like one of the biggest horror movies of all time.
I think it is the biggest.
Yep. Oh yeah, because it crossed Exorcist.
Yep.
I don't know if they have inflation on that, but Exorcist did like 440.
Yeah.
So.
But that's pretty crazy. I mean, honestly,
clowns, man! I'm telling you.
I was reading some articles on it, and they didn't let Skarsgård be seen by the kids until they absolutely had to be. So
I don't know if I'd want to be in that movie if I was those kids.
They said the first time that they actually saw him was the scene when they're watching him in the garage on the projector.
God, yeah, that was one of the creepy ones.
so that was the first time that they actually saw them, and
so that's a genuine reaction.
Yep.
Wow.
That's a better scene than what was in the original on the miniseries. In the original miniseries, they were just looking at a book, and then he started moving inside the book, and it was so stupid. But that one was a little more freaky because it was like, oh, what's going on with the projector? How's it doing that? So
they did a good job of making him really scary, because I went home and I was like, wow. I've closed my eyes and I could just see his face. And I was like, wow, this is not going to go to sleep. Going to watch Lion King.
The one part where he comes out of the closet and he's all folded up and he just comes out and he's like, time to float. And then he starts walking. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, it was a great movie. I'd like to watch the... what they do in the director's cut.
Yeah, they're doing a director's cut.
Oh, yeah.
It was 15 extra minutes.
Yeah, supposed to have some scary stuff on it.
I'm excited. I'm going to own that movie for sure.
Spooky.
I kind of spoiled it for myself, and I went on the Wikipedia page.
Well, why would you do such a thing, John?
Because I didn't know, but do y'all know the premise of what happens next, or no?
Oh, I do know. I mean, they split the book kind of in half, even though the book's, spoilers. It's told in flashbacks between adults and the kids, so the next one's going to be as adults.
Right.
So...
Oh, they're going to have to recast.
Yes.
Or they're going to have to wait a lot longer than 2019.
Recast them as,
adults.
But those
they'll probably still have the kids in there at some point.
They should get Bob Saget to play... Sorry, that's a bad joke.
Bob Saget!
Great movie if you haven't gone to see it.
If you haven't seen it, go see it. Yeah. We could have talked about that last week because Alan's not going to watch that movie. He's too scared.
Oh, okay. Well, it was really good.
Yeah.
Was.
Let's sit down and watch the director's cut and then review it.
Oh, that's fine with me.
Because
I also didn't turn the AC off. Sorry, audio listeners.
I'm watching Stranger Things again.
Oh, so good.
I see a lot of. I mean, obviously, Stranger Things was based on that, but there's a lot of other scenes in Stranger Things that kind of remind me of it.
Yep. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, Chris, you got to do that, especially before the new one comes out.
Of it. It's
a little more toned down version of it.
Yeah, but
it's not as violent.
This probably doesn't hit home to most people, but it did for me. It's One Punch Man. The animation studio Madhouse and director of last season Shingo Natsume won't return to direct the second season. Production went into effect on the second season earlier this year. I don't know.
One Punch Man.
It was really good. It's a good series.
Powerful.
Too powerful. It's one of the funniest things I think I've seen in a while.
Okay.
Just some of the stupid. Okay.
Okay.
Just some of the stupid stuff, but I feel like that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
It's still going to look the same. It's just going to be directed by a different person. But I just want to throw that in there because I like it.
Not really familiar with that many anime series. How much of it, in your opinion, is down to art style, and how much of it is down to writing and directing and stuff like that, and producing?
I feel like there's a little bit more to it on the writing and director side.
Really? Okay.
Most of the animation, I feel like people just knock it out, and it doesn't matter who's doing what, as long as those people stay the same. It's pretty much just gonna.
Yeah.
It doesn't really often change. I mean, you get the change from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. It went from a little bit more cartoony to a little bit more, I don't know, stylized, but
cool.
I got you.
Yeah. That and the stories are just ridiculous sometimes. This is the final part of the news. Got a little Game of Thrones.
Ooh, Thrones.
I know. This is Chris's.
Excitement.
Yeah. They've announced some directors for the final 6 episodes. Miguel Sapochnik will direct at least one episode. He was in charge of Battle of the Bastards and Winds of Winter. David Nutter terrible last name.
Mr. and Mrs. Nutter.
Nutter Butter. He was in charge of The Red Wedding, Mother's Mercy, as well as a few others, and he'll return as well. This is interesting, though. The finale will be co-directed by showrunners Benioff and Weiss.
Oh, that's awesome.
The final season will begin filming this fall through spring of 2018. There's rumors we could see it at the end of 2018, maybe come out November-ish, give us a good little Christmas present, or the 2019 time slot.
Come on.
I've read $15 million an episode. Have you seen that number?
Oh,
You seen that number?
that's beautiful.
That's it's a big number.
Yep.
I can't count that high.
They're just getting a whole season's budget put for 6 episodes.
Yep. Pretty much.
That's amazing.
So, if you're a Thrones fan, excited for those last
excited.
couple episodes. But sad to see it go when it does.
Yeah.
But they're just gonna keep milking that train.
Yeah, of course, man.
Then I can binge the
Prequels.
whole series.
Yep. Then you can.
Also, Kit and Rose Leslie got engaged this
Yes,
week.
they
Look
did.
at that.
They did.
It's amazing.
Egret.
Ygritte and John.
Egret.
She's so dead, though. Spoiler alert. She no more.
Thanks, Tony. Jack.
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
As soon as you see her, put her in the back of your mind.
Yep.
That's the
Gone.
one that's gonna die. So, is that all you got for this week?
That's all I got.
Man, that John News was fire, bro.
John Hughes with correspondent John
Boyega.
Boy,
Ah, see.
what do you think of the John News? Put that down in the comments below. If we missed something, let us know as well. Anyways, moving on to the next topic, which will be your topic as well, sir.
Hey!
What?
This is the John podcast.
Again.
featuring John. Written by John.
What you got, buddy?
Directed by John.
Top 10 Tuesday.
Turn the lights down.
Oh.
Step into your
Oh.
comfy chair.
Oh.
I don't know where that was going, but you can actually turn those lights back on.
Back on.
Oh.
Turn the lights off. Carry
I
me
was
home.
like, I got home last. Oh,
I got some Barry White going
There
in
you
my
go.
head right now.
actually, that's terrible. It's not like a ooh. It's a little different, but yeah. I was thinking. I got home last night and I was like, yeah, podcast tomorrow. Wait, you got something to do.
Homework.
So I had to
You got
so I had to
homework.
think real quick. I was kind of thinking. I was like, man, I do way too many video game stuff. I know the anime one was like a way like you were food man for the first little bit, snacks, and then you kind of delved off a bit. So I'm delving off from video games.
Uh-oh.
Going a little bit into the childhood,
Uh-oh.
and I'm doing the top 10 Disney Channel original movies.
Oh, God, you are the man. I love this. I love it.
This is funny. There were some that because whenever I do a top 10, I try to look at, try to get the wholeness of what I'm doing. So I looked up every single one and tried to remember anything about it if I could. It was kind of hard to put a top 10 together because some of them I hadn't seen. Some of them were like 2004 and on, and I was kind of not watching Disney Channel at that time.
I was.
So High School Musical, all that stuff will not be on this because I've never seen it.
Was that was a Disney Channel original movie, wasn't it?
was.
1 and 2 were, and then they did
Yeah, it was actually
Okay.
kind of so. Actually, these are going to show my age here because these are all 2001 or earlier.
That's fine.
So, if you're young and you probably haven't seen these, some of these are actually on Netflix.
Are they really?
By the way, some of them
I
are.
have to watch some. I can't wait for you to
Dog,
bring them
kids
up.
born in 2001 are 16 now.
Yeah, that's.
I think I already got my top 3.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, there's 2 that have to go in your top 3, and if you don't, you're just gonna get the hammer put on you. So let's get into it. Number 10 is a movie called Motocrossed.
Oh, that one was good.
So it's basically She's the Man, pretty much.
Yep.
Andy is a young girl. She's an aspiring dirt bike racer. Her brother breaks his leg, and she tries to, she cuts her hair, pretends to be a boy, takes over his spot, and it's basically She's the Man. But
Yep.
it was a good movie. That
I
came
remember
out.
I was like, why does she look weird with a shaved head?
Yeah.
That was like the first time I ever seen a girl like
She was
almost
shaved
looking like
head.
a boy.
Yeah. That movie was 2001.
2001.
That was a good one. I really liked that one.
There wasn't anybody too notable in that movie, so
No.
I didn't really put them. But coming down to some of the earlier ones or the top ones on here, I threw in some some cameos and people that we remember from Disney Channel movies.
Where are they now?
Number 9, this is a 2000 flick in the form of Phantom of the Megaplex.
That one was good too. That had
Yeah.
I'm 0 for 2. I haven't seen either of those.
that had
Mickey Rooney was in it.
Mickey Rooney was in
Yeah.
that movie.
So it's pretty much, again, Phantom of the Opera, but
Yep.
it's in a movie theater.
It was so good.
It was really good. That was kind of I don't know. They had done kind of like spooky movies before, but that was kind of their top one to me. Just a great movie, and you got Mickey Rooney in it.
Yeah, Mickey Rooney, rest in peace. But
Yep.
yeah, I remember I was like, "Who is that, Mom?" She's like, "Oh, let me tell you."
Let me tell you about the Mickey.
Mickey.
Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. Never mind. Anyway, we're gonna go to number 8.
Number 8.
It's a little movie from 1997 called Under Wraps.
Under Wraps. Okay, I didn't get to watch that one. Now, listen, I had a strict upbringing, so some of these Halloween ones, I never got to see. Like, I won't name anymore because they might be on your list, but Under Wraps was one of them.
Yep. Let me give you a little bit of this movie. 3 kids find a mummy. They name him Harold, and they realize that they have to put him back into his coffin or he ceases to exist.
Yep.
Bad guys try to stop him.
Ooh.
Very funny.
Yeah, my mom, I think it's because I was pretty scared, like, when I was younger, so anything scared me. And
It was kind of a ridiculous movie because he was just like, I don't know, he just grunted, and his teeth were just like, "Argh!" And it was just really funny. I remember
He was a
just
funny
laughing.
looking mummy.
Yeah, it was. But that's my number 8.
Hey, man, 2000s or 1990s TV special effects. Yes.
Love it.
So good.
Yes, so good.
Number 7 is a 1999 classic. People have this a little bit higher, but I'm just not the biggest fan of it. It's Smart House.
Oh, John.
It's a good movie, but I feel like these other ones are better.
I think the thing about Smart House that other people like is the concept. If you want to go ahead and read it, then we can talk a little bit more about it.
So, Smart House, a teenager wins a fully automatic dream home, and that has a computer that controls everything. But when the computer starts the computer starts taking over and getting everything out of control, and then he has to fix it. But I mean, I don't know. It's a good movie.
It is good.
It's a good movie.
I think it's because I wanted a house like that.
Oh, yeah.
So I kept watching. I'm like, oh, I'd love my wall to turn into a big TV. Or,
Dance party.
You know, I want a snack house. Like, it
Yeah.
was before Alexa, obviously, because now you kind of have a smart house. With Alexa.
Alexa.
You were like, oh, hey, can I get this?
Google Home's kind of scary, actually.
Yeah.
The stuff you can do.
Yeah.
No, that's a great movie.
It's a good movie. I had a lot. I don't know. There was
I'm ready
some
to
on
hear
here.
your other ones that are above it.
Let's hear this top.
But that's a good one. Number 6, this movie is actually on Netflix. I checked. 2002 classic Cadet Kelly.
Really, Cadet Kelly. That was,
Was I in it?
Lizzie
were.
McGuire or whatever's in that movie, right?
Yeah. Hilary Duff. Christy Carlson Romano from
Even Steven.
And, actually, there's 2 more. Sean Ashmore. Iceman.
Really?
And
That's right, he was in that movie.
Quantum Break fella.
Yeah, Quantum Break.
And pretty much a lot of things
Yeah,
he's been in. And then Gary Cole.
Gary Cole.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is, don't quote me on this, but
Who
I'm
dat?
pretty sure that is Ricky Bobby's dad.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's him.
Ricky Bobby's
Great
dad.
actor.
Yeah.
Dude from Office Space.
Yep. Office Space, Pineapple Express, Talladega
Oh,
Nights.
I loved him in Pineapple Express.
But I don't know yeah, I think everybody kind of had a crush on Hilary Duff when you were young.
absolutely.
You're like, oh, she sings, she's kind of hot. Go for it.
Stinking
Watch
Gordo
watch
got
these
her in
movies.
the end.
Yeah.
Gordo's a nerd.
But that was when she was kind of like a fashionista, young girl, and she gets sent to a military school.
I'm gonna tell you already, that does not rank above Smart House. I'm just
You
saying.
don't think so?
No, not Cadet Kelly. That was my least favorite one.
Really?
Oh, I hated watching that one.
I liked it.
there's Descent.
Because that was one where they
Ranks.
were practicing like the gun twirling
Yeah.
and stuff.
I liked it. I thought it was good. But moving on. Number 5. 2000. Year 2000. The year 2000. If I remember that.
Yeah, Conan. And
Yeah. It's a movie called Up, Up, and Away.
Oh, I forgot this one. What was this one about again?
The only normal member of a superhero family feels left out and
Yes.
confused until he has the chance to save everyone. Sherman Hemsley is in this movie. George Jefferson himself.
I remember this movie. It was so great. Like when he goes outside and he pretends to fly and
Yep.
stuff. Like that was a good one. I told that was good. Yep. I want to watch it again. Is it on Netflix?
It's not,
probably not as
unfortunately.
good as I
But
thought.
Somebody
yeah.
got it on VHS out there, I'm sure.
that was it was a good movie. I liked it. It was, I don't know.
That's a ringing endorsement, John. I liked it.
No, you should.
It's just really good. It's got George Jefferson in it.
Yeah, come on. You gotta see it.
No,
it's
but
good. It's classic.
it was a really good movie. It kind of had the like Power Rangers fighting at the end, but I mean, I don't know. It's a great movie. I enjoyed it.
Oh, screen locked. There you go.
Yeah. Number 4, also from the year 2000. It's a movie called Alley Cat Strike.
Alley Cat Strike. Put the ball down and spin
Yep.
it.
I actually did that at a bowling alley and
No, you
actually
didn't.
knocked some pins down.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was.
I wouldn't rank it above Smart House.
Dare you? Did you
sorry.
not see that shot?
It was dope. It took like 5 minutes, but
Yeah,
it was
did.
great.
A group of hip teenage, a group of hip retro teenage outsiders become involved in an inter-school bowling rivalry. It's got to be a Disney Channel original movie
Bowling.
with a synopsis like that. It stars Robert Richard, who was Cousin Skeeter. He was in or he wasn't Cousin Skeeter. He was in Cousin Skeeter. Coach Carter, House of Wax, and then Kaylee Cuoco is in this movie
Oh,
as well.
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
Penny.
So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, that's pretty much the most memorable scene in that
Yep.
movie was.
That was a good one.
They,
Made me want to bowl.
yeah, they were what? I think they had to make a strike to win,
Yeah, and she got a split.
and she got a split, and so she took the, Tony was doing it earlier. She put her finger in the bowling ball and started spinning it, and then just lightly pushed it, went down there, hit the other one, knocked it over, and they won.
Woo!
Gave you chills.
Way to go,
It
Disney
did.
Channel.
Number 3.
Ooh, we're getting down to it.
If
If 2 of these aren't in your top 3, I'm gonna be mad.
Oh, they are. Don't worry.
Okay.
This was probably, obviously it's my third favorite one. Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
Oh, that's a great one.
Xenon was really
Oh,
good.
what was that song? Oh man, because I still sing it to this day sometime.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Make my heart go
Boom, boom.
My supernova girl.
Xenon is an inquisitive teenager. She pries into dodgy dealings on her space station home and gets sent down to Earth. Stars Kristen Storms and Raven Simone.
Oh, that's right. Raven was in that movie.
That's so Raven.
Yeah.
I was good.
Straight
So it was a great movie. I feel like that's that's in everybody's at least top 5 that, is pretty well versed within that.
It's up there.
It was one of the most popular ones. A song, everybody knows that song. If anybody goes zoom, 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 the next part somebody's gonna say, yeah, they're just gonna go with a song.
And now, at the time, he was like, "Look at his haircut," and it's really just Guy Fieri's haircut.
Yeah, pretty
It's just
much.
like the twirled white.
And it was
white
just
ends.
bleached.
I think I know what your number 1 is, but I'm not gonna call it. But okay,
It does
number
have
2. If number 2, I know what number 1 is.
It does have Kristen Storms in it.
Oh,
Oh.
Number 2, this is highly debated because most people put this as their number 1, but to me, it's my number 2.
oh.
It's Brink.
Then I know your number 1.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I thought number 2 was gonna be.
Brink.
Smart choice. This isn't
yep.
hardly debated. It's a smart placement for this movie based on what number 1's going to be.
Yeah. Andy Brinker and his rollerblading, soul skating crew clashes with a group of sponsored skaters who Brink eventually joins and then returns to his old team. Stars Eric Von Detten.
Also introduced me to one of the cheesiest, dumbest terms of all times. What you doing? None ya? What? None ya business?
Great movie.
X-Blades? Is that what
Yeah.
they were called?
Team
Yeah,
X,
yeah.
Team X Blades. And then they played
The
Team
worm sandwich.
Team Puppin Suds.
Puppins. That movie was great. And I was really into like the skateboarding and skating as a kid. So when that came out, it was like perfect timing.
Yeah, that
Because
was
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was a thing at the time, I think.
everybody wanted to rollerblade or skate, and that was pretty much the community. Everybody's hair started growing a little bit longer, and they were all they're wearing Zero and Element shirts. And
Yep.
Oh, gosh.
Great movie. I would watch Brink to this day.
Etnies shoes.
Here it is, number 1.
Number 1,
Non-debatable.
you can't You can't deny it's the best one.
Nope.
Oh, actually, I didn't give some of these. Xenon was 1999, and Brink was 98, and then 1999, Johnny Tsunami.
Johnny Tsunami.
Johnny Tsunami is the best one. You cannot debate it.
It's so much fun. Fish
Hawaii-
out of water story.
Pretty much. A Hawaiian teenage surfer copes with moving to Vermont and picks up snowboarding.
Yep.
Brandon Baker stars as Johnny Tsunami. Kristen Storms is the love interest. And then a very, very funny cameo from Johnny Tsunami's grandfather, Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa, who also plays Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat movie. Is his grandfather. But I don't know. That was just a really good movie. Had great music. I don't know.
It was just shot really well too. It was very interesting. It showed you two different lifestyles, and Famous Jet Jackson was in it.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, at the time he was like one of my favorites. That was one of my favorite Disney Channel shows.
It was the best one. And anytime it ever came on, I stopped what I was doing and watched it. I don't know. It was just
Johnny Tsunami, man.
Yeah, it was good. They did have sequels to some of these movies. I didn't put them on there because I don't think I ever watched them.
Yeah, no.
I think they were.
They made a
kind of
sequel to
beyond
Tsunami,
me.
didn't they?
They did. Johnny Tsunami 2. But I mean, you just can't beat Johnny Tsunami #1.
No. Okay. Well, those were good. Do you have any, Chris?
Dude, so those of you who are well versed in body language will have been able to tell I've seen 0 of these. We didn't have cable growing up.
Oh, okay.
So I am
you were exempt
I'm
from this
over.
one.
I'm just like,
You're like, not
Oh,
one of
yeah.
those sounded from High School Musical.
yeah, everybody's heard of High School Musical at this point. I've heard of Hilary Duff
Okay.
Okay.
and Raven, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
All right.
All right. I'll give you one honorable mention and one total garbage. Fucking hated that movie.
All right. That's
All right.
that's a new one.
Honorable mention is the Even Stevens movie, just because I really liked Even Stevens, and Shia was a little old at the time, but it was still nice to see it happen one more time. And then I don't even know the name of it. It was so garbage. It was that one where the kid was on the swim team and he was turning into a mermaid. Did you see that one?
Oh yeah. 17.
17 again, or no? 17.
Hold up.
The 17th birthday.
17th year or something.
17th year. The kid was a horrible actor, and it was just atrocious to watch. And then there was this scene at the end where he runs and meets his mermaid mother, and he's so excited and smiling, and he's got this big-ass booger in his nose from this, angled shot. Made me so mad. So if that's your favorite movie...
The 13th year.
The 13th year. Hated that movie. The special effects were stupid, and I just didn't want to watch it. I remember it'd come on, and I'm like, are you kidding me? What was the other one they had? Halloween Town?
Halloween Town. Yeah, it was okay.
And
Wasn't my
now,
Kristen Stewart was in
that other witch movie, Hocus Pocus, that wasn't a Disney Channel original movie, was it?
Hocus Pocus was I think that was ABC Family.
Was it ABC Family? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, my top 3s, it's easy. I mean, you've already laid the foundation. I have Smart House as number 3. I really like Smart House. Brink and Johnny Tsunami. I mean, those are the best ones. I watched Brink probably the most, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed Johnny Tsunami every time it came on. I don't think I ever missed it. So.
Brink was just cool because you wanted to go. That was like the time I think Murfreesboro was getting a skate park.
Yeah.
And so everybody was like, "Whoa, I can watch Brink and get some rollerblades and do these moves."
Yeah, I'm gonna do some. I'm
And
gonna go grinding.
I don't know. Tony Hawk was real popular. It was a good time to be alive.
It's a little safer to skate too, just so you know. Skateboarding, man, you're gonna break a limb. Most likely. Those things are hard to stay on if you're trying to do tricks. What are your top 3, top 5, top 50 Disney Channel original movies? If you can come up with 50, I didn't even know if they.
There's actually 55, so you can do
you could
it.
probably just rank them all. There you go. Put that down in the comments below.
Wow.
That was a really good top 10, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It just popped in my head. I don't know why. but-
agree.
I got to change Chris's off. Anyways, wrapping up the podcast and moving on to the final topic.
Is it John?
No, it's me.
No.
Not
I'm
me.
gonna pull it over here. Hey, so guess what? It is
Chicken butt.
October,
Mhm.
and we are about to enter the final phase of the year where all the mega AAA releases come out. So my question to you guys, what so far is the game of the year to you before all these mega games come out? Because some of these could change. I don't think it's going to change too much because a lot of the really good ones came out at the beginning of the year. You had stuff like Horizon Zero Dawn, The Legend of Zelda. They came out already. Mass Effect Andromeda.
Ugh.
But if you had to defend a
I'll walk
game...
off set if you say that again. Ugh.
I won't say it. Anyways, and it, I started thinking about this because, Destiny's been out. I'm not going to give it my game of the year so far. I love it a lot, but it's just really Destiny. That's all it is. It's just an improved version of what we probably should have already had by now.
Yeah.
How you doing, Bungie?
It's the truth. But
how you doing?
there have been a lot of cool stuff, and I'm just going to say what I think mine is, and you might agree with me. And it's only because it's creating a phenomenon, and that's PlayerUnknown Battleground.
Damn it. You stole mine.
This is a game that I picked up on a fluke because I was just like, everybody's playing it. And then I just became obsessed with it for it was like 4 weeks. It's not a long amount of time for it, but it has changed my whole output on games and what I expect from games on a multiplayer level. And I cannot wait for it to come to the console because I will stop playing Destiny in any other game. But I just, it was a pleasant surprise for a lot of people. I was a big DayZ fan, but I would never got into it as much as some others did. And then when I saw that it was pretty much the same format, but it was against other people, my only complaint was I just was not up to par on the PC skill-wise level. I just cannot shoot with the mouse. I got okay, but I was never that good. Yeah. I couldn't flick my wrist like probably Chris can. I'd play with Chris. Chris would be like, I see someone. He's down.
Skibbity doo.
He's down. He's down. He's down. Beat the bop. But yeah, no, that's what I would say so far. This is a quick topic, by the way. You don't have to get into in depth with it. Honorable mention probably is Destiny 2, but like I said, it's not really an innovative new game. It's just more Destiny, just better.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
Yeah, I was gonna go with PUB.
You still can.
It's just, I don't know. The Battle Royale thing, I like, because for me, normally, I don't really, for me, I tend to lean towards the RPG side, the single player campaign, story, lore, universe. The more of that you can give me, generally speaking, the more I'm going to like the game. I'm not really one of those people that likes competitive shooting games just as, that's not something that I would like.
Die, repeat.
Yeah. For me, it's just kind of spinning my wheels. I'm not really that good at most of those kinds of games, so you're not going to have any fun at something you're not at least mildly good at, right? But PUB is the exception. For some reason, it's fun.
It has so many elements.
And it's at the same, when you boil it down, it's really simple and it's really easy. And I'm surprised. I guess that's part of why people like it so much is that it is. I mean, you could literally give that to somebody that's never played a game like that before and teach them how to play it in about 3 seconds. Because it's literally just loot stuff and kill people, and avoid the circle.
Avoid the circle.
And that's it. And then you have what was that? 3 rules basically.
3 rules. Find the most loot you can.
Yeah, and it's insane. And I've seen photos of people posting when they wear their smartwatches and stuff, and they're in the last couple 5 or 6 people, and their heart rate goes through the roof.
Yeah, it is true. I thought I was having a heart attack the first time I got in the top 5.
It's super, super tense and super exciting. You can always tell because people start talking really fast like this, and they're really short, and they're.
I have a video where we won in squads, and you were talking just like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you play right here. Don't move. They're gonna come to us.
Yep. Left, right, down, sit.
Right,
you're it's like you're saying old.
Right before.
Yeah.
Because you're not breathing.
It's like you're barking old PS2 cheat codes. Up, down, left, right, down, square, circle, triangle. But yeah, just for the fact that it can create a physical reaction in the people that play it, that's probably a game that's worth talking about. And as far as honorable mentions go, from earlier in the year,
I was trying to think of what all else came out besides Zelda and Horizon.
That's what I was looking up.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Do you have a couple you want to throw out there? We might have someone, Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
We're like the PUBG boys over here, apparently.
Yeah.
That comes out on the console. It's over, just so you know.
GG.
Just going through here.
New map, too, coming.
Yes.
Nier Automata came out.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get to play that.
Resident Evil 7.
Okay.
Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yeah!
Wildlands.
That was a decent game.
Horizon
That would have been
Zero
more
Dawn.
fun if you guys were with me.
1-2 Switch.
Oh, shit. That's it. Game of the year.
Sniper Elite 4, For Honor.
For Honor came out this year.
Splatoon.
Yeah, Splatoon 2.
Splatoon came out.
Knack.
Knack
2.
I'm just trying to run through this list real quick. When did the... Well, never mind. That's never mind. Not doing that. Lego City Undercover.
Uh-huh. It's a re-release.
Bulletstorm.
re-release.
Yeah, pretty much. Nothing really else. Outlast 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot Outlast came out.
Let's see. Mario Kart, that's a remake. Prey.
Prey came out. Wasn't that good? I didn't really like it.
Prey came out. Farpoint, Injustice 2.
Justice 2. Forgot about that.
Fire Emblem Shadows of Valentia came out. It's a great game. Not the top though. Rhyme. Don't Knock Twice. Tokyo 42. Farming Simulator 18.
Oh, yep. GG.
That's pretty much all I'm seeing.
Yeah, I think
Crash
your mega
Bandicoot.
releases came out at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And it's with that one game I can't say the name of again, and Zelda and Horizon. You can't deny though that was supposed to be a really good game, and a lot of people were thinking that was going to be
Oh,
on
dude,
their
I was
game
so
of the year
excited.
list. Yeah.
I was so
Yeah,
excited.
they set it up to be because I don't know. To be fair, I mean I love Mass Effect, but I don't know. I haven't finished it, so I'm not.
That tells you how much it was such a it was a bad
Well,
game.
it's
If
not-
you didn't finish it, man, you're a big fan.
I am.
You're a mega
but,
fan.
But there's just a lot of stuff came out. And
That's like if Last of Us 2 came out today, and I was just like, I'll get around to it.
Yeah.
I started it.
It's true, but I'll still play it. I'll still enjoy it.
Game of the year.
If I had to give one out,
There's really not much though.
no, there's not. I did not play PUBG, so I unfortunately can't put that on my list. I do think that that'll probably, towards the end of the year, be one of the. I mean, obviously,
It's gonna be like Overwatch
it's
all over
still
again.
one of the most popular games. For me personally, what I've had the most fun with that came out this year is really the only game that I've bought that came out this year, and I think it is number 2. Some people have it at number 1. It's not the best game of the series. Got some issues, but I think right now, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
That's a solid pick. It's a great game. I've had my opinions on it, but I will not deny it's a great game.
It's a great game.
It's definitely one of the best of the year.
When I don't ever get to sit down and play like a long amount of time anymore. I save that for when my wife is out of town or if she's sick or if she goes to sleep at 6 o'clock when she gets off work. Then I'll play until 12 at night. But when I can sit down with Zelda and play it for 3-4 hours, it's a solid game. I just haven't had the time to fully immerse myself into it. A lot of that game though is not really like I mean, it's got story in it, but it's not like you do this to progress, you do this to progress.
You have to figure
it's
it
literally
out.
like, here you go, this is the 4 major things. Once you do those, you can fight the boss, or you don't have to. You can fight the boss right now.
You just run around. Yeah, you can just go to the end
So
game.
most of that game is exploring because when you explore, you get the best stuff. It's a big, expansive game. I think for the map size and what you get out of the game, it's very, it's one of the top.
It was the perfect launch title for that system. I think
Definitely.
if it didn't come out at launch, I don't think people would have revered it as high. The fact that you can take that on the go with you, that is a mega game to bring on the go with you.
Yep.
It is.
So
Huge.
if
Same
that was just a
people in
Wii U
airplanes.
release, they would have been like, it's great. It's like Twilight Princess level.
Yeah.
Yep. See
Yeah,
people with
definitely.
their Switch walking around in the airport all the time.
Yeah.
They're like, just like 4 out of 5 times they're playing that
Yeah.
game.
At least until Rocket League comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was pretty much why. Because I mean, I think a couple podcasts ago, I don't know how many, but we did the stats and statistics of what how many owners of the Switch had Zelda, and it was pretty much like 85%.
That's all you can play.
Yeah,
I mean, now there's a lot of stuff on there now.
Yeah, there
and
is.
it's going to be a great, especially.
There is.
And let's just talk about this. What's coming out that could be Game of the Year? You also have Mario coming out the year, same year as Zelda, and we haven't had a full Mario release in how long? Because even those ones on the
Mario
Wii,
Rabbids.
that's true. The ones on the
Yeah.
Wii weren't really. They were like Mario World. So this is like the follow up to Galaxy.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
which a lot of people consider one of the best games of all time is Galaxy 2.
Yeah,
So I'm curious to see how that is. Assassin's Creed looks really great. I wouldn't put a Game of the Year status, but you never know.
yeah.
It looks very different,
Does.
which is refreshing. They took a year off. It's apparent.
God.
Wolfenstein 2.
They were approaching Call of Duty levels of
Wolfenstein
sequel.
2.
I don't think Wolfenstein 2 could be Game of the Year, but you never
No.
know. It could have a Doom treatment where people really freak the fuck out about it.
Could.
Evil Within 2. And I don't. You have Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
CODs, but I don't know if anything coming out is going to be worthy because Red Dead was supposed to come out pretty soon,
Yeah.
but now it's next year.
But looking ahead, man, it's gonna be I mean,
2018 is going to be the year.
2018 is gonna
Yeah,
be.
it's gonna be a
Anthem,
bad year on that wallet.
Red Dead, possible new Halo.
Possible Halo. You've got I don't know if it's coming out next year, but you got the possibility of a Metroid game
Yep.
Yeah.
on Switch. You have the possibility of a standalone Pokemon game on the Switch, which that will just
John will say, here's my money, here's my wallet, here's my wife's purse. I want it.
take it.
I want it.
Are we supposed to get Borderlands next year?
Oh, you might. They're working on.
That's
Might-
I
might
asked
be
this to
getting
Danny.
Borderlands.
What if Borderland goes kind of the Destiny route and brings it online? You have the single player, and you get to do the whole like online interacting, like raid style and PvP and.
because some of those bosses
Weekly
I feel
events.
like you might have needed.
Yeah,
more
I mean,
than 4 people.
so this is like I said, it's just how did you play the game when you first got it, right? So
Yeah.
I first played the sequel, Borderlands 2, and I played it with one of my roommates, and we had 2 desks downstairs in my house when I was in college, and we would just go to town. It'd be like 2 a.m. We'd be like, oh, let's go to bed because we got class at 8. So it was a ton of fun having that, but just in a general, like an online sort of
Kind of
community ecosystem, as it were.
I think they need to bring some of that over. I don't think it needs to be all the way.
No.
Because one of the best parts of Borderlands is just running through that story. It's a long ass story. There's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
Funny things that happen and just I don't know. It
Tiny Tina's D&D
Yeah.
thing. That was,
it's a real good like I don't know pop culture. I don't know. It's got a lot of pop culture and humor in it.
yeah, they break
it's-
the fourth wall
Yeah,
a lot.
It's like Deadpool,
yeah,
yeah.
the game.
and the characters are always funny. You don't know what's gonna happen. The enemies and the bosses and everything are just really dumb. But I don't know. It's a good game.
It'll be a good year for sure.
It will be.
So, and we'll play it on our Xbox One X,
Yep, we will.
and he'll play it on his PC.
Well, probably. Yeah, so that's my problem. Sometimes I'm like, God, I gotta get this game twice.
Yeah. Hey, but
Could be-
Microsoft's working on that.
Could be
Yeah.
an Xbox One. What do you
Crossover.
call it? Yeah, crossover game.
Could be.
Crossplay.
Could be.
Well, that about does it for this week. If you didn't know, the Game Misconduct podcast is available on all podcasting
Except Spotify.
services, except Spotify. It's
Nailed
also
it.
available in video form over on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Game Misconduct. Parts 1 through 3, Monday through Wednesday. Full video on Thursday. We're also over on Twitter at Gamer Misconduct
With
Then-
the R.
with the R.
Yep.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
And then John at JohnnyPickles89.
You got it.
Chris with his thing below him. I don't know what it says. 90JR16 or something like that. And then at Tony Cross knows
Fingers.
myself, everybody else in the description. But yeah, that's all that we have. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man.
We'll
Always
get you
good
next
to be
time.
here.
You're in town. Just come on by.
That bothers me.
We gotta.
That's the devil's.
I don't like that the finger was.
Oh, that's
bent back.
gross.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's nasty.
double jointed. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.